Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of the How's It Going podcast with myself and Luke. So, yeah, like in the previous video, I suppose, not an episode. It's just us now. So you're gonna have to put up with me and Luke's absolutely terrible chat. Anyway, so episode 48.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I'm losing track of episodes.
Yeah.
There's too many. There's too many. So, we had a suggestion of a topic for once, which we need more because we're running out of ideas really bad.
Yep.
So you need to suggest us ideas. Anyway, this idea of a topic is basically we're gonna have a chat about friendships, but what we mean by that is, how do you tell who's a fake friend in your relationship, and what do you do if you have fake friends, and how should you deal with the situation? It's basically just going over who are the right people to be around in your friendship circle, pretty much.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That is the topic of today's episode. So, Luke, I want you to tell me, what do you think a fake friend is?
Well, before we get into that, I just want to give a quick message. Please make sure you like and subscribe.
That's standard.
As we are recording this, we are, I think we're on 122. Getting a few subscribers overnight. But yeah, make sure you like and subscribe, turn notifications on. But to answer your question, what was your question? What is a fake friend?
Yeah.
In my opinion, a fake friend is someone who, I'll give an example, someone who acts differently in front of other people. So if it's just you, if it's just you and that friend, then you're chilling, you're having a laugh, you're best mates. But as soon as someone else comes into that picture, they're different. They're completely different.
They're trying to meet that other person's expectation, aren't they? That's why they change.
They change around other people.
They think, they're more important than my actual friends, so I better live up to their expectation of me and their image of me to try and be a popular person. But as we know, that isn't always a good thing to do because it makes you look like a complete and utter dickhead.
I can't lie. Yes, it does.
It does. I see people at school like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I think everyone.
Grow up.
I think everyone. Why did you say that to Gordon Ramsay? Grow up.
Grow up. Oh God, no.
I think everyone's had an experience of a fake friend, or whatever you want to call it, or had that.
Everyone's got one done.
I have.
Well, everyone has. I think it's just a part of learning who's right for you and who. Yeah, just being around that weirdo that just thinks he's the man all the time when he's not, and there's no need to be like that.
Yeah, it's a process of when you're growing up. It's a process of, like you said, finding who's right for you. Because if you're hanging around with some knobhead, then that's going to reflect on you, innit? But you got to choose your friend. People say you should have a big friendship group, which I believe is a complete lie. You should have I'd rather have a small friendship group of people that are real. This is my opinion. I'd rather have a small friendship group with best mates, people who won't be a dickhead to you, rather than a massive friendship group with people that I hardly speak to. That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, what I'd say is no, you shouldn't have a small friendship group because
not
you
small.
Never know you never know what people know, so it's good to be in with everyone. But that doesn't necessarily mean you're best friends with everyone. It's more of right, I'm building my networking, I'm building my connections with people, because it's always good to be really nice to everyone and be a good person, because you never know, like I say, what that person might know or might do for you in the future. So you've always got to be not be in with everyone, but be friendly to everyone, be kind and respectful to everyone, and just get your name in a good way, get your name out there. But then your friends, your close friends, they're your true friends. Everyone else is just
Your mates, like someone you talk to.
what's the word? Acquaintances. That's the word. No, but it is though, isn't it?
Just people that you
It's
know.
just people you know, but you don't necessarily chill with.
They're not your mates, but if there were a situation where you were with him, you'd talk to him, but like not on a
yeah, you're just
level.
being friendly and respectful. But like, yeah, your close friends. I think personally, I think you know who your close friends are. Just minute you meet them. I think.
Yeah, true.
Because it's how quickly you connect with someone. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and another thing is like how you could be mates with someone for a long period of time, and then out of nowhere they can just start changing. You know what I'm trying to say? Like,
yeah, you think you know someone when you don't,
and then they act completely different for no reason, or for some
well,
stupid
it's like
reason.
kind of that thing. It's kind of that thing. They do say you never truly know someone.
Yeah.
And you've always got to have Isaac back your head in our world, which is ridiculous, but unfortunately it is the truth.
It's true, but
You
it
know,
shouldn't be.
You can't. It's bad though, but I think in a way it's kind of human nature not to trust somebody fully. You just subconsciously do it because I don't know. Do you ever get that? No matter who it is, you always have that little feeling in the back of your head and go, I don't know about you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you're trying to
I've
say.
had that.
I know what you're trying to say because it's hard to explain without like giving past experiences, obviously. But
No,
I know
I'm
what
not
you're
giving
trying
I'm
to
not
say.
giving it.
It's just you never, until even if you know them for like years, then you can still not know everything about them, and they could have.
Well, I'll give you an
secrets.
example. It could be like, for example, say we're older and we're like in his 30s, 40s. So let's use Liam. We can use Liam because Liam is a genuine good friend of ours. This is just a hypothetical thing. We're not saying Liam is what I'm about to say. Anyway, so that'd be like us three going to school, growing up, having kids of his own, doing his thing, and then all of a sudden it comes out that Liam's a serial killer. And Liam's murdered like 5 people, and you have no idea. You'd never even expect it of him.
That's true though, because people
You'd be like, what?
they don't tell you everything, and they shouldn't. Well,
no.
if they don't want to tell you, then they don't want to tell you. But then you'll always
Well,
have that thought.
you've got to keep your own. People's got their personal life.
Yeah, obviously.
You know what I mean? You're not gonna. When
You don't
people
tell
say
your
I
mates
tell
everything.
them everything.
No, you don't.
Yeah, when people say I tell you everything, you don't, dear. I think the only person you genuinely would tell everything is your wife or husband
Family.
or whatever.
Yeah.
No, I won't even say family. I'd only say your partner. That'd be literally it.
True. It can be argued, but true. I go.
But even then, people keep stuff from the partners or significant others and that, don't they? Because
Yep.
I don't know. It's just a human attribute that everyone's born with, where they feel like they can't trust somebody 100%. I don't know why that is. I don't know why people have that, but it's true, isn't it? Like,
yeah, it is true.
it's
hard to
wrong, but
trust
it's
people.
true.
It's hard to trust people, especially
Because you shouldn't.
if you
You
tell people.
shouldn't be afraid of people. Like,
Yeah.
they're your friends and your family at the end of the day, so don't be afraid. You can tell them anything. That's the point of them being your family. And
Yeah,
friends.
if they're your genuine best mates and they're not like fake friends or whatever, then you can tell them whatever, and it's up to them whether they want to help you or not, because you can't make them help you or like talk.
Well,
to
I
them
know
like that.
it's like humans, right? They rely on other people. They always have. That there's a special word for it, but we're basically like.
Depending.
The example I'd use is we're like a pack of dogs. each dog relies on the other to survive in the wild. Don't
right.
they?
Yeah.
That's what humans are. A human couldn't go out and live on its own. It won't. You'd just die. Like, you wouldn't survive. You'd be miserable. It won't. So we're naturally. That's why we make friends, because we need support from other people.
Yeah.
But because
Yeah,
we are intelligent beings, you always think, right, I'm going to be this friend, or they're going to do this to me, they're going to do that to me. But it's wrong, that. I think it's wrong that people instinctively have that thought. Because there's no need, especially when they are your friends. Fair enough if it's somebody you don't get on with, or a stranger or something like that, but somebody who they know you and you know them, you've got to rely on each other to succeed and to do well in life.
Yeah.
You know, we could go into it also. It's like your friends make a big part of you. If you're in the right crowd of people, you're going to be a successful, good human. If you're not, and you're chilling with all weirdos, then, you know, what do you expect? What, you're going to be popular with loads of people who are in the same situation as you? Or would you rather have 3 good mates who are all really successful and actually care about you?
Yeah, that's what I meant.
You?
That's what I meant. Like, you need those people who will support you no matter what, rather than having loads of people who, like you said, they're acquaintances. Like, they're not on that level of friendship or whatever.
I mean, you know, it's amazing what people do for friends. Like, yeah, seriously. It's unbelievable. If you think somebody's done it to be a friend of someone. But why? Why do you desperately need to be that person's friend? What have they got on you? Or what benefit do you get from them?
Why do you stick with those people?
Why? When I think everyone's not an idiot. Everyone knows who's good and who's bad. That's just my opinion. That's genuinely what I believe. Is you do subconsciously know who's good and who's bad. It's just whether or not do you give in to that and go, right, maybe I shouldn't chill with him, or maybe I shouldn't be going out with that person. Or do you just go, nah, I'm going to do it because it just gives me loads of friends and I look cool?
True. That's the problem for a lot
of people. You know what they do say, which is quite funny? You know that at school, the quiet kids are always the successful ones.
Yeah, they do say that, to be fair.
I swear there's a thing that, like, you know, Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Didn't he have, like, 2 friends in university and nobody liked him, and then he created Facebook and then everyone thought he was the best person in the world?
Yeah, he were a geek, so no one hung around with him. And now look him, he's bloody minted.
Everyone wants to be Everyone wants to be friends with a lizard, man.
Everyone wants to be friends with a robot.
Oh, it's even like, I don't want to go into this too much because we have covered this on a previous episode called the celebrity role model ones. But things that people do to be like celebrities to get popularity.
What, copying them?
Yeah. Like going into trends and stuff to get friends. Do you know what I mean? I mean, celebrities, that's a good example. You can look up to a celebrity so much, idolize them and everything, and then it turns out they're like some mad murderer, or, you know what I mean, really into all dodgy stuff.
Yeah.
You just never know. You never know. But I wish it wasn't like that, because I think I trust my mates, and, you know, I like to think they trust me, and they'd tell me all, and they know that I'd support them, because I genuinely would. But you do have people who can't fully trust people. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, true. You've always got those people. You've got the people who you can trust, and then the people who are like, I'm not too sure.
Are they fake friends, would you say?
I'd say no.
So let's say I'm doing this. Let's say I'm doing a podcast for you, and I'm like, oh yeah, I trust Luke, yeah. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, Do I? Would I be a fake friend?
What would you be a fake friend for not trusting me?
For not
Are
trusting
you
you fully?
basically saying is someone who doesn't trust someone a fake friend?
Yeah.
I say no, because you can still be good mates with people and then not trust them with the stuff that you want to say.
I just think there's a reason why. There's obviously a reason why. Like maybe they've done something previously, or maybe they've done something to you. I don't know. But it's like if I was sat here doing these podcasts to you, but then I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't really. There's something weird. Do you know what I mean? That's not a genuine friend, I don't think, because a genuine friend to me is somebody who has your back through day and night, who will support you until they drop dead. That's a true friend.
Yeah,
and I'm lucky to have people who hopefully they would actually do that for me, and I'd like to think I do that for my friends. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, we're very lucky. You're very lucky if you've got real, real friends who will obviously do that. But back to what you were saying, I don't think they would be a fake friend as such, but they're not like on a proper mates level. But I'm trying to word this properly. Basically, they're not a fake friend, but they're not your best mate. They're just a mate. But
They're just there.
Yeah, there's some things that even I've been mates with you for nearly pretty much like 3/4 of my life. I've been mates with Liam for like 4 years, and there's stuff I don't tell yous. So
well, exactly,
it's your choice. If you want to tell someone something, go for it. But if you don't think you can trust them, or if you don't want to give out that information to them, then it's your choice, innit? If you don't want to do that, don't do it. But then when people give them that information and they don't do what about it, and they're like, oh, why aren't you helping me? Then the mates might just be like, it's something that you need to figure out on your own. Because if they don't help you, they are helping you, because they're giving you the opportunity to help yourself. Because they're probably thinking, I don't want you to rely on me. I want you to rely on yourself and put yourself forward and do what you need to do to help you, rather than turning to me.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Well, I just thought it made them while you were talking, but I lost it now. Yeah. Would you say you're a good, genuine friend?
Yes, now. If you asked me this about 4 years ago, I'd say no. But yes, now.
And would you like to think? Would you like to think you've got friends who would support you and help you?
Yeah. I've got. That's why I try to keep my friendship group small, because then I know I've got those people are solid that I know that will help me, rather than just having a load of people that I've got to think about if I want to tell them that, or if I want to give out this information to that guy.
Changing a bit of the subject, still in the same thing. What do you think about people who claim to be friends, but then go away and chat utter trash about you, but wouldn't dare say it to your face?
Well, you see, they are fake friends, or if they're not fake friends, they are just beneath them. Because if you've got an issue with a mate, you'd face it head on. Like, say, if I had an issue with William, I'd ring him up, and then I'd be like, all right, do you want to talk about this now, or do you want to, meet at park or something? Because I've learned now that if you've got an issue with a mate, you don't let it affect your friendship. Because, say, me and Liam are best mates. If we had a problem, I wouldn't let it alter the friendship, because that's a good friend lost. Because if you argue over petty stuff and it just leads to a bigger argument and stuff like that, then it's not the way to go. You need to face it head on. And if they're chatting stuff behind your back, then you need to confront them.
Yeah, that's like the thing. Like with me, is I can't stand people saying stuff about me, but not to me. Does that make
Yeah,
sense? That's like
you'd rather them say it to you, and then you could work on what they're trying to say.
I genuinely can't live with it though. I don't know why. I get so worked up about stuff like that when I know
Yeah,
I
I'm
should.
like that because you're wondering what they're saying.
No, but it's not even that. I know what they're saying, but it's like, why will you not say it to me? Are you afraid of me? I'm a Freddy Krueger. Just talk to me. I'm not some crazy person. You know what I mean? I don't get it. I don't understand why people do it. I think if you've got a problem with someone, just say it to them. Just do it. What are they genuinely gonna do? It's like, Luke, if I came up to you and I was like, Luke, I really don't like what you're doing with podcast. Are you gonna sit there and go, what do you mean? No, what do you mean? Or are you gonna go, all right then, let's talk it out. What's wrong?
Yeah.
What's the problem with it?
Like when we had that discussion, I wasn't shouting. I was just saying what I thought was right, and then we came to the conclusion of what that option were going to be. Because I don't believe in what you said. I don't believe in like shouting about it. I'm like, all right, we'll talk about it. We'll just do whatever, and then we'll hopefully find.
I mean, when people won't say stuff to my face, then I'll get mad, and then I'll confront people and be like, right, what's your problem? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and then you just sort it there, and then there's no point.
It really frustrates me because that's probably why, like what we're saying, you know, we have quite small friendship groups, is because people just do that to you for no reason. Just say, yeah, so-and-so's done this. I don't like him. No, he's chomping. You know what I mean?
That's
why. Just talk to me.
It's just
frustrates me.
It's stupid that they won't say it to your face because obviously, like you said, you'd want to know why. Like, I thought we were mates. Why are you doing this?
Yeah, but it's just people in general. Like, school's worse for it because this is one of the things I was talking to my mum about it, and I was like, Mum, sometimes, you know, I really think, why am I actually going to school? Just to go there and have people force their opinion on you. Why? I don't go to school for that. I go to enjoy my life, like being a teenager with my friends and just enjoying the time I have before I actually have to go out into the real world.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I don't go to I'm walking down corridors and like, oh, look at him, man.
You don't go to be like harassed or whatever. You don't go to start beef. That's what we're trying to say. You don't go there to have problems. You go there because one, you have to, and two, because like you said, you're trying to enjoy yourself before, you know, you got to go out and get a bloody job. You got to start working for yourself.
Exactly. I mean, that's the one thing I actually enjoy about school is actually just going and being in an environment with my friends.
Yeah, you've been around.
Just learning, just not learning like learning about history or whatever.
The subjects that you like,
just learning about
other stuff.
Just learning as you go, you know, picking up little things. But yeah, I mean, it comes down to like the main topic of this episode, fake friends and friendships and that. If I can give one piece of advice to the audience now, and I hope people are watching this, is just please pick who your friends are carefully. Because one, you don't know them fully. You never know somebody fully, and that's true. That's just a straight up fact. So please pick them people right. You know what I mean? Don't be picking somebody who's a loudmouth, who thinks the shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just pick people who have similar interests to you, who will back you, and who will support you. That, you know what I mean? Because then you're gonna really realise, oh my God, you know, I've been friends with this guy 20 years and I've never had a problem with him. Look at this. I happy.
Yeah.
Or you're gonna be that guy who's like, I'll be my best mate for 3 months, telling me to go away. You know what I mean? You really, you don't need it. You don't need it. Just, I would much rather, and I don't know if you agree, and I'd love to know what the viewers think of this.
Yeah.
Would you rather be friends with everyone in your school and everybody loves you, or would you rather have 3 or 4 genuine good people on your side who will be with you until so you're all in wheelchairs in your 90s.
I'd rather,
You know what I mean?
I'd rather have the small group because I don't have an actual answer because I've never been popular, so I'd probably have 3 or 4 genuine, like you said, yeah, the boys since the boys until you die. So I'd rather have those people because then you can turn to them and then they can back you and whatever.
Yeah. With this topic, right, I don't know why I get so passionate about it, because I just think
Because you've gone through it.
it's so important, but people, well, yeah, I've gone through, like, you know, judging who's your friend and who's not, and confrontations and that sort of thing, and, you know, think, like, I don't know how to put it without sounding like a loser. Just things like doing things to be popular and giving in to other people.
I think not being yourself
You know
plays
what I mean?
into it
Do you
as
know what
well.
I'm trying to get at?
I think not being yourself plays into it because
Yeah,
if you're trying to be someone else. Then...
I've had times where I've been in a group of people and I've just acted like an utter arsehole just to be friends with them and look cool. When looking back, I'm thinking, oh my god, what am I doing?
Why was I doing that?
Genuinely, what am I doing? You know what? I'm sure you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I'm sure you do know what I mean, because I have had a lot of people tell me that, and they said thankfully, they said I've changed for better. But you know, I've been in that scenario, so I don't want people to get caught up in it, because it's not worth it. Like, it's just genuinely not worth it, you know. And I've had instances where you've got to confront people over the littlest things, because it's just that world now, innit? You know, like, me and my mum were talking yesterday, and she was asking, like, about school and that, and I said, Mum, she goes, what? I go, when you were at school, did you ever feel like you've got to prove yourself to everyone you meet? And she goes, not really, no, why? And I said, well, it's just my opinion, but schools today, and like friendship groups and popularity, or whatever you want to call it, you always feel like you've got to prove or better yourself every single day.
That's true for a lot.
Is that just me, or is that just me being a weirdo, or is that?
I think if you ask people that agree with you, people would agree with you.
You know, if you're in a group
if you ask people,
it's like, you know, when people say, "You won't do that," or "Really," you know what I mean? It's that sort of thing, and I don't know why, but I just feel like I give into it all the time when I know I shouldn't.
What, you get peer pressured into doing something to be mates with people?
No, not peer pressure. Like, I don't do anything bad. It's just, let's say, for example,
what you feel like you've got to do it to fit in.
Yeah, or to keep up my reputation.
Reputation, yeah, that's it.
I don't mean like, I don't mean all like dodgy, like giving in to like people trying to give you drugs or something. I don't mean all like that, Christ. I mean things like, so-and-so said this about people. So-and-so said this about you. Are you going to say something?
Are you going to take
that sort of stuff? That's what I get at, and I'm like, I straight away go, oh no, go on. But I know afterwards, that's the wrong thing to do. And my mates say, and this is the thing, my true friends would say, what are you doing? You're being an actual idiot. Whereas the other fake friends, they'd go, nah, go on, kick shit out of them, go on. You won't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
You've got the people who will say, what are you doing, you fucking idiot, don't do that. And then you'll get, obviously, like you said, you'll get, you know, someone who's your fake friend, and they'll be like, yeah, go on, go fight him, you won't. Or something like that.
Exactly. And this, we should make this into a clip. This needs to be a clip, because it's true. and I want people to know that, because I know it's not just me. I know in my heart it's not just me who thinks that.
Oh, loads of people.
Because
do.
you see it, I see it and witness it, like people who I'm friends with, and I know that they're just trying to, not act hard, but try to act like the man, because if not, then they'll get the mick taken out of them.
Yeah, that makes
Real
sense.
real friends don't take the mick out of you, like genuinely take the mick. There's a difference between a bit of banter and then genuinely trying to upset somebody because you think it's funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I get that.
There's a difference in that. Because your genuine friends, like I said, they'd go, "What are you doing? You're being an actual idiot. Stop it and grow up." Whereas the other fake friends would be like, "Nah, go on, batter him."
Yeah, you won't.
You know what I mean?
It sounds bad, but you've got to categorize people into like friendship categories or whatever. You've got the people who are good, the people who stick with you, back you, and then you've got the people who are just there, in my opinion.
That could be down. It could be down to just simply being in the school environment, because that's just the way schools are, unfortunately, and it's wrong and it shouldn't be, because it's absolutely ridiculous, and they wonder why people don't enjoy going to school and stuff like that.
Especially people who
Do you know what I'm saying?
And stuff like that, and then people who don't have many friends.
Well, yeah, even like bullying, right? Your friends can bully you. Your fake friends can bully you. And people don't understand that because they're like, "Oh no, it's alright, it's my mate, it's joking."
Just banter,
it's like, no, it's genuine bullying. How do you not see this? Do you know what I mean?
People just see it as banter because they're like, "Oh, he's your mate, it's banter." Well, he's not my mate. It's not my proper mate anyway.
It's not. You just don't see that, but your real friends do see that, and that's why they're telling you. I think people who not criticism, but like advice.
Yeah.
They're doing it because they care about you. They're not doing it to sound like your mum or whatever, or your dad. They're just doing it
to be
because
sensible and they care about you.
Yeah, they're like, "Look, come on, maybe you shouldn't be chilling with them. What? Maybe you should leave them. It's not doing you any favours, is it?"
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know.
Those are the friends that look out for you.
I feel like I'm going to go into a massive rant in a minute, but I don't want to, because that's not what the podcast is.
Let the people know.
It's not Owen shouting all episode, you know what I mean? But it frustrates me, and I really wanted to do this podcast. It was a really good suggestion, because it's true. Like, it's true. You know what I mean? It's real to us, and everyone's experienced it.
It's just a big
especially
thing.
People our age.
It's a relatable topic.
Yeah, because I just want people to understand. Pick your friends carefully. Because if you treat people right, they'll treat you right.
And then those people will stick with you until after school. If you need anything, they'll be like, "Yeah, go on, then I'll help you."
They're gonna be the people who your kids are gonna go to school with their kids, and then they're gonna be friends, and so on and so on.
What you just said reminded me of a bit on Grown Ups, where all the kids are riding bikes.
Oh yeah. No, but I mean,
that's a good example. Well, Adam Sandler and Kevin James, they were friends as kids. Their kids are going to school with their kids.
Yeah, and then their kids are friends now.
No.
It's weird, but it's like,
what's really weird, and it's true. The friends that you have, like the best mates that you can have right now, if things don't go right in your life later in the end, and if you don't have a house or something, if you're in a serious scenario like that, they'd be the type of people who say, "All right, come sleep on my couch. You're more than welcome to." Like they'll say, "You've always got a home here."
Yeah, you can stay here as long as you want until you sort yourself out. They're true people. They're genuine, nice, caring people. But like I was saying earlier, I think you know that the minute you meet them. It's like meeting a partner. You'll meet him and go, yeah. You know what I mean? I don't know.
I do agree, but then again I don't, because you can think, right, you could go out with someone you just met, think they're amazing, and then you see them the next day, and you actually find out what they're really like, and then you just
No, I don't mean that. I mean you get a feeling, not like, oh my god, this is amazing. It's kind of just a little feeling in within you, like, yeah, these are probably people I should be with. That's how, like, people have been friends since they were like children, like, reception. People have been friends for that long. It's because they get a feeling like, I need to stay with this person. This person's going to look after me.
Yeah.
And you just grow up with them and grow up around them. They teach you stuff, you teach them stuff. You might argue, but not in a horrible way. Look, mate.
I'm sorry, but if you've been mates with someone for years, and like you've obviously gonna have, well, maybe not an argument, but confrontations in the future. I think you're obviously gonna have.
Well, look at us.
Like that.
All right, let's look at us then. We've been friends what?
Since
nursery.
I know.
And how old were we then? 2 or 3?
Yeah, something like that.
I mean, look, we went through primary school. We were in different classes. We drifted a bit
because of
his own groups. Yeah, well, we found. Are you allowed to say that?
Oh yes.
You'll have to cut that.
Got that.
So we drifted a bit.
When we turned to high school, we kind of drifted apart a bit because you're meeting new friends, meeting new people.
Well, you went into your group, I went into my group, but then I found out my group were a terrible group. Oh no, I'll say it how it is. I don't care, me. I'll say it how it is. I got in with wrong crowd.
Well, we both kind of had the same thing in high school. We both kind of split up from friendship groups, and then we moved to other people, like better people. Like I moved to Liam.
Yeah, but then I went away, did my own thing for a couple of years, had my own stuff to deal with, and then that eventually brought me back to you, which is weird, isn't it? It's weird that, because although me and you didn't really like chill with each other from about, I'd say from about year 6 to about
8.
No, not even that. I'd say about end of year 9,
Mid-year 9, I'd say mid-year 9, because in English we'd talk to each other, obviously. That's where we had science.
Yeah, and we used to play on Xbox and that, but we never really stood with each other and that.
No, when it came to school,
we at school, that kind of deal.
Yeah, when it came to like school, we kind of had our own. This is such a terrible example, but it's like what they're called, cliques or whatever. Like you had your own
cliques.
I don't know. Like you
groups.
had your own, groups. Let's just say that we had our own groups, but outside of school, especially during lockdown, you and me got better
lockdown. I wonder why is that? Because lockdown
shows people's true colours, and I think everyone watching this can agree. Lockdown has showed people's true colours and who they actually are.
Well, we've said that before, haven't we? On other podcasts, it shows you who are your friends and who aren't. Because look at the people, right? Everybody now, look at the people, or think of the people you've actually spoken to for the past year, when you've all not been at school or work or whatever, and you're still talking to them. But yet, when you go back to school, you see them people are like, "Oh, you're right," like nothing's changed. What does that tell you about them? Think about that. What does that actually tell you about people? I've spoke to Luke. We came up with this podcast. This has kept us busy and doing something. I spoke to my other friends. But I look at it and think, well, I talked to quite a few people in school. But then, when lockdown happened, I bet I've properly spoken to...
Well, like 4 people?
No, probably about 6.
I don't know.
People. That's not... Don't get offended by that. That's just off the top of my head now.
Am I one of those 6 people?
That's off the top
It's
of my
like
head.
same with me. Well,
But I would say, yeah.
I wouldn't call it my friendship group, but I would hang around with them at school. And during lockdown, I'd talk to what? Excluding you, because I didn't really talk to you then, but I'd talk to about 2, maybe 3 of those people. And I would bloody argue with one of them, so...
Yeah, I mean, it's important. Friends are so important. It's unreal. It's actually the more important than some of your family. My opinion. Not all of your family.
I can agree.
Not your immediate family, like your mum, your dad,
Like
your
your
brothers,
cousins.
sisters. Yeah, like you. Just family you're not close with. They're more important than people like that. You know, that uncle that you see every Christmas but you don't see for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Your friends are way more important than him.
Yeah, you
So
see
stick
your
with your
friends more than you see members of your family.
Support your friends, stick with them, look after them, and they'll look after you.
That's a good note
Simple
to end
as
off
that.
on. And I've just got an alert saying we've only got a bit of minutes. We've only got a few minutes of the call left. So
All right then.
if you have made it this far, which I'm pretty sure a lot of you haven't, but if you have, thank you very much. It means a lot. And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. It helps us out. And comment down below. You know, give us some topics. We are running very low on ideas.
I do want to know right quick. If you have watched this, you don't have to comment. Just message one of us on the socials. The link tree's down there. I really genuinely do want to know what people think about this,
Yeah.
because it'd be really interesting. Because I hope people agree with me and and Luke what we're actually trying to say. 'Cause we're
Yeah, and
trying
if
to
you
help
disagree
people.
with it, tell us, and then we can work on that.
Yeah,
Every
I'm
bit
up
of
for
feedback
debates,
helps.
me. I'm up for debates.
We're always one for the
So yeah, thank you for watching. Follow. You know what you're doing. Sub, like, you know that. I'm not gonna be one of them YouTubers. Do all that for us, and you'll be absolute legends. And we'll catch you in the next episode. See you later, everyone.
Hopefully, we will have a guest.
Oh yeah, hopefully.
Hopefully. All right. See you later, guys.
See you later.
Yeah, you need to open your mind. Things like this will happen all the time. Don't let these little things change your mind. Please don't think that I'm not listening when you say how you're feeling.